Hello and welcome to our first video in our three-part series detailing the use of the Trimble C5 total station. My name is Jack Dwyer.
And my name is Jordan O'Clerkin, and in this video we will demonstrate how to select a suitable location to set up the machine, as well as how to level the machine into the compensating range. The second video will demonstrate how to navigate through the Trimble Access operating system in order to set up the machine, and the third video will detail how to use more advanced surveying methods and how to set out and survey using the Trimble C5 total station.
As mentioned previously, this is the first video in a three-part series. The content of the videos are as follows. Video 1 demonstrates how to select a suitable location to set up the machine and how to level the machine into the compensating range. Video 2 demonstrates how to set up the machine using the Trimble Access operating system. And Video 3 demonstrates how to set out and survey, as well as complete more advanced surveying tasks using the Trimble C5. This is the first part of Video 1. This part of the video will focus on selecting a suitable location to set up the machine, and how to effectively level the machine into the compensating range when setting up over a known control point.
The first step to leveling the total station is to set up the tripod legs. This is based on the type of station setup, the control points, as well as the general nature of the location. This location here isn't very suitable to set up the total station, as there tends to be very high levels of pedestrian traffic, so therefore we're going to have to choose a different location. However, the location directly behind me there on the greenery, it is much more suited, as there tends to be very little pedestrian traffic and it's out of the way.
The setup of the machine is dependent on the location and the type of control points. They could be surveying nails in the ground or targets on the walls.
Two of the most frequently used methods to setting up the total station are by freestationing, which is also known as resectioning, and setting up over a no control point. Freestationing involves backsighting to two or more control points, whereas setting up over a no control point involves setting the total station up directly above one control point and backsighting to another control point.
First, let's focus on setting up over a known control point. The second step to setting up the total station over a known control point is to position the legs over the control point, approximately to start with. When setting up the tripod, it is important to have the base of the tripod where the total station will be sitting roughly level. Secure each leg in place to prevent movement. Drive the tripod into the soil by standing on the ledge near the pointed end, if setting up on soil or grass. If you're on a roadway or gravelly path, you can find a bite with the surface roughness. Again, put your weight on it. If you're on a hard, smooth surface, try to find cracks or crevices so that the feet of the tripod don't slip. These crevices restrain the tripod legs from movement. If none of these work, if you're on a polished floor for example, you can weigh down the tripod leg with something like a shuttering clamp or a block. Secure the total station to the base of the tripod by screwing the bridge screw into the tri-brack, which is this removable part underneath the total station. To do this, I usually hold the tripod with my left hand, tilt it so that I can see the threads and guide the bridge screw into the tri-brack with my right hand. After a few turns, I release it and ensure that the tri-brack is sitting well within the base of the tripod head. Then I continue screwing until it is secure. As we are setting up over a known control point, you need to ensure that the target within the optical plummet is directly in line with the control point you're setting up over. Looking through the optical plummet, adjust the foot screws so that it is pointing directly on the control point. Then, you want to use leg adjustments to level the plate bubble on the machine. Foot screw adjustments cause large movements of the target in the optical plummet, whereas leg adjustments cause minor movements of the target. Once the plate bubble is level, you need to look through the optical plummet once again, and minor foot screw adjustments may be required to both ensure the target is over the control point and that the device is levelled simultaneously. Once you're satisfied that the plate bubble is level and that the target in the optical plummet is directly above the control point, you have to turn the device on and click into the General Survey tab. After this is done, a prompt will appear demonstrating the much more accurate built-in electronic level within the machine. This will show if the device is within the compensating range or not. You may have to complete minor foot screw adjustments to ensure that the device is within the compensating range and directly above the control point. You must check that the machine is within the compensating range on all 3 faces of the total station. This is done by turning the machine and ensuring that the touch screen is parallel with 2 foot screws. If the machine is within the compensating range on all 3 faces, click Accept and the machine will be ready to set up. In this section of the video, we will focus on how to level the device into the compensating range when freestationing.
The main difference between freestationing and setting up over no control point is that you no longer need to worry about the location of the machine, provided that you can backside to at least 2 control points, however ideally 3 control points, and that the location of the machine is one from which you can still survey key features and that you're also out of the way of pedestrian and vehicular traffic.
As mentioned, it is important to secure the legs of the tripod to prevent movement. Once the tripod legs are secure the total station to the tripod legs. Since the optical plummet is redundant, levelling the device can be done using the thumb screw adjustments as required, using the left thumb rule. The left thumb rule is a method used to simplify levelling any surveying instrument. Turn the face of the machine so that it is parallel with 2 thumb screws and adjust those thumb screws so that they are either being moved away from each other or turning in against each other. Never have them move in the same direction. Do this until the plate bubble is in the centre between those 2 thumb screws. Then, adjust the 3rd thumb screw so that the bubble will be in the centre of the levelling circle. Keep in mind that when doing this, the bubble will follow the direction of your left thumb. When the rough levelling is completed, turn the machine on and once again, moving only the thumb screws, adjust until the device is within the compensating range. Check that it is within the compensating range on all 3 faces and then click Accept and your machine will be ready to set up. This video has shown how to select a suitable location for a total station and how to level the machine into the compensating range.
The next video will demonstrate how to navigate through the Trimble Access operating system in order to set up the machine in preparation for surveying and setting out.